Well, hi guys. Um, I'm at home. This is my fireplace. I had a video before of me sitting here with my fire going, and I decided to make a video letting you guys see exactly how I start a fire in my fireplace. Now, I know that a lot of you aren't fortunate enough to have a fireplace in your home, but I happen to have one because when I got my house, I wanted to make sure I had a fireplace in my house or whatever. So the reason why I got a fireplace in my house is because I'm a bricklayer, and bricklayers, the main thing a bricklayer does, you know, is build fireplaces. You're not a bricklayer if you can't build a fireplace. Now, of course, I didn't build this fireplace. It's one of the prefab models that comes in the house or whatever. It's not a brick fireplace that's brick from the ground up and everything or whatever. But this is the closest I could afford. So, but it is a real fireplace. It actually burns real firewood, and it actually heats up the house. And in an emergency, power out, whatever, it provides heat and it provides light. It lights up this whole room. So, and it heats the whole room or whatever, pretty much. So this will keep my pipes from freezing. This will keep my house from being too cold. And I, have plenty of wood, and can acquire plenty more because I live close to the wood, so I can always keep it, well stocked. But this right here is from the last time I had it going. A few wood. This didn't burn all the way out, but that's how it is there. Now, the first thing you need to know about a fireplace, those of you who don't have a fireplace or that you're thinking about getting one, is the damper. There's a damper inside that you can open and close. What that does is it keeps the cold air from coming in to the house while the fireplace is off, while the fireplace is not running. So you have to make sure that that's open so that the gases from the fire can escape out of the house or whatever, and the heat from the fire gets reflected into the house from these bricks on the sides of this right here. That's how a fireplace works. The exhaust fume goes up through the chimney and out of the house, and the heat is reflected from the fire with these walls here in the backside, whatever. And there's a fan here that circulates air. It pulls the cold air in the bottom, and it circulates it to the top and brings it out. And it's a double wall steel enclosure in here, wherever. And there's a switch right here that turns it on. It's pretty loud, but it does the job. So the way I start my fire in my fireplace is I get my wood. I just got this from outside a few minutes ago. Some of them are still wet with snow on them. I put a couple of pieces in first for the base. Then I take one of these Duraflame fire starters. That's what this is. Now this, I just place it here between a couple of pieces of wood. Try to wedge it in so it don't fall down. Then I get now those pieces are kind of wet, but on top of that I want to put dry pieces. Put something behind here so that won't move. Make sure this doesn't move. You don't want that to fall down inside there. You want it to stay on top. Put a wood piece on top of that. Just enough so that it makes contact with it. And then I'm going to put another good dry piece right next to that. Relatively small. You got to make sure that gets on good. This is a small piece here, so that'll catch on fire really good. And whatever, I put that right there. Let that stick up a little bit so that I'll be able to light it. This right there. Now, I got a lighter here. These things light up really good because it's like wax paper and it's like a candle inside. So, see how that lit right up? Now I put this little small piece right over top of it. I want to make it nice and tight but you don't want to smother it. You want it to be tight enough to make contact, but not so tight that it smothers out the fire. Okay, then you put another really good dry piece on top of that. And it's going to take a few minutes to actually catch on fire and actually get going. I put a couple pieces on the side here. These will fall over as it burns. My fireplace came with a screen. This is a wire, a steel mesh screen that goes over top. You want to make sure you don't overload the fireplace, because you put too many pieces of wood in there, they could burn and fall over and fall out of the fireplace and start a fire in your house. You see I got carpet right up to the edge here. I got this piece of stone right here that I keep on the front side of it. In case something falls out, it'll fall in between there and land on this stone here, and that keeps it from catching anything on fire. So that's another safety precaution I have. And my pile of wood that I keep here, I keep it in a mud pan so that it doesn't mess up my carpet, and it keeps everything clean. And I got a piece of wood right here to block it off from the heat so that it doesn't catch that on fire or melt my pan, because it gets pretty hot and the heat comes out through here. In addition to that, I have a fire screen. This goes over top of this, just like that. And any sparks or embers that pop out and fly, it'll hit this and fall down in there safely, so that it doesn't catch anything on fire. I also have some of this. I don't have to use it, but I've got this just in case to start the fire or whatever. But it's not necessary. But it's just an extra added precaution. And as you can see, it's going pretty good now. So it'll be a while before it gets completely engulfed and the flame is actually going really good. But that's how I start my fire in my fireplace, my house. So there you go, guys. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.